Then we have another car to really be sure everything is all gummed up. We have an additional car that will come down and go for all it's worth, and he'll come up and roll and slam in on top of everybody else. So the alley is completely blocked. The cops are stuck. They can't get at you. You guys now have your chance.
Yeah, chase is going on.
Enough time to crash and start the karate fight for about 3 minutes before the cops get there.
And
if you start.
Yeah. The practicing thing, you can start doing it, let's say 5:36. The streets will be closed anyway.
Yeah.
You know, so you...
No, I found the best time as far as rehearsing anything is concerned is, let's say the four of us are involved in one thing. Sit down and everybody knows exactly what everybody's supposed to do.
Okay.
We go through this however many times it takes to get it put in everybody's head.
Well, in this scene, the car is heading toward a detective car, I believe, and one of the gentlemen will be coming out with a shotgun, and he'll be trying to stop this car from pursuing any further. He'll be taking a shotgun and pointing it point blank as the car's racing at him, and when he pulls the trigger and the shotgun to blow the front of the car off, you'll see this entire grill come exploding off, and then there'll be a cutaway, and then the next scene will be actually doing the stunt of taking the car up over the up the ramp.
Actually, when you do that scene, is it possible to have us shoot it at the same time the front end blows up?
Sure. If you want to do it all in the same scene, if you want to do it as a separate cutaway,
no, we'll do it
like
as
a real tight
cutaway.
shot of the real tight shot of the front as he's coming just past. And you see it, bam, and then he comes up and wham.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have two cameras. One camera behind the Malibu, we're shooting. Front end comes out, and I'll have another camera just getting the close up of the front end.
Yeah. Good.
Then we'll cut. Then Mike will go back and do his
this.
roll.
Wonderful.
Okay.
That's an excellent plan.
Yeah. Both camera angles are fit.
See, I fixed that camera. My camera is over there.
This camera is gonna pan. Red car gonna pan up to a red car sliding and the police car coming.
But then
and the other camera, have it like behind the tree so you can get a nice close-up of the car sliding and the two police cars coming. Go camera. Camera!
Cameras!
Action!
And as soon as that car is rolled over, it's put in position, okay, we can then take the hose, fill that gasoline tank with water so it's filled, okay, so we don't get a second explosion from the fumes inside the tank, okay. Then at that point, it'll take us probably no more than maybe 10 minutes at the very most to explode the car.
Okay.
Door jammed. Pull back up. Boom! Okay.
Good? Roll! And action!
Cameras is this going to be shot with?
Basically 235 millimeter camera.
Two? Okay.
You're going to do some hood mounts or something like that?
Yes. We also have a nice stationary gun that will save it to the end to blow it up, and we could use that car as a camera car. We'll just open up the back, take the door off, and here's a seat facing the back, so the camera guy could just sit there and shoot through the windshield using a polarizing lens. When he goes by and he stopped by the red car, that's all. And when he stopped by the red car, I don't even want to see the back end, damage end. Just show the front end of the Dodge. Got it? See, the problem is you do not have the taxi anymore, and second of all, the back end of the Dodge is messed up. So be careful. Trans Am coming by, just stop like this, by the front door. Okay? Let's do it.
Are we rolling all these windows up?
Whatever you prefer.
Don't matter to me.
Then have the windows down then for continuity.
Okay. I didn't know how you had them before. So.
Right, they're all down.
Okay.
You shooting? zoom out to tell me Bob. That's all you have to say. Say Bob.
On action, I'll zoom out.
Okay, I say camera, then action, you slowly zoom out.
Okay.
And when you zoom out, you tell me Bob.
Okay.
Then I'll give them the action.
Okay. Order Bob.
Okay, roll camera.
Running.
Come zooming out.
Bob.
Get up, Bob. That's all it's like now. Go now. Because people say, hey, never. They can junk, they'll crash up those junk car, but they'll never put a scratch on that brand new, Volkswagen.
You really want to wreck that thing?
Then at the end, it's just gonna be wrecked really bad. It's like a brand new car. No rust, nothing. New tires, everything new.
Well, I'll give it some thought
Okay.
tonight and tomorrow, and it doesn't take me long. I just have to. I'll come up with 5 or 6 ideas, and it's me picking out which one I would enjoy most to wreck.
I don't want anybody getting hurt there. Those people in the sidewalk. Oh, yeah. Action. The only thing is that chemical for
I know.
Okay.
Now what I'm going to tell you.
Yes.
I showed you these before, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this burn that I did was not with Cavasil.
Okay.
Okay, this was an alternative method,
Okay.
which is what I explained to you the other night over here, in case we couldn't find it, right? Now, I will do this method out there. It's an alternative method. I'll just take care of what I need tomorrow.
Okay.
So we still do the burners, no problem. It's just a different way of doing it.
Are you still using gasoline?
Oh yeah, sure. Everything. Nothing else has changed except what I use, and I have some of that.
Okay.
So that's no big deal.
Yeah, thanks.
Rolling camera?
Running.
Action.
Action.
Once the filming part of the movie stunt is over, the editor, working with the director, can piece together the stunt footage for the greatest visual impact.
Essentially, once the script is done, I'm out of it. My job's over with. But I still like going to the set because there's so much to see. Like most people who come out to watch the shooting, I'm fascinated by this stuff too. That's why I got into the business in the first place. There's a lot to see. There's a lot to learn. You learn a lot talking to the people who come out, the cops who come out to patrol the area and keep things under control. They have a lot of stories to tell. They've seen a lot of filmmaking. They kind of know what's going on. But not only do you find stuff about films, you find out about other things you can use in other aspects of your life. I talked to several of the cops about who they stop for tickets and who gets off. And they told me that essentially anybody with a bogus excuse about their grandmother dying, or they have to go to the bathroom, or they're lost, they don't go for that. But if you tell them that, oh, I'm sorry, officer, I made a mistake, it won't happen again, I wasn't thinking, then you just might get off. So here's something that I've got to learn, for my own personal use. But I also learn things from them for other films, like for the way they talk, the things they say, the shorthand they use with each other. Once I hear them using that in person, I can use that for my own scripts later on. If I'm writing a movie about police, which we are doing for Magnum sometime next year, if I come to a part where I need dialogue, I can remember what they say and use it, and it works out quite well. It sounds realistic. People can hear a line that sounds phony, even in an action film. If it doesn't sound like people talk, people know. You spend all your life listening from the time you're born. If something sounds phony to you, you recognize it.
On any film set, the people behind the camera, the film crew, are the people who do the hard work, so the people in front of the camera look good on the screen. Controlling thousands of extras, keeping track of the budget, recreating the director's and the writer's vision is all in a day's work for the film crew. And though people often do not recognize these unsung heroes, They're stars themselves, as their own behind-the-scenes work achieves fame. Thank you for watching Magnum Stories. See you next time.